India's biggest FMCG companies are favoring new generation e-commerce firms and turning their back on distributors who served them for decades. This was the plank on which 4.5 lakh traditional distributors launched their offensive against local and foreign consumer goods companies. They are represented by All India Consumer Products Distributors Federation or AICPDF. Distributors say they are unable to compete with modern trade companies like JioMart, Metro and Udaan, who are offering deep discounts of as much as 20% to Kirana stores. The AICPDF had written to more than 20 companies demanding uniform pricing and schemes across distribution channels in the country. On January 1st, distributors stopped supplying Hindustan Unilever's Kisan range of products and Colgate Palmolive's Max Fresh range in Maharashtra. A week later, both the companies gave an assurance to correct the issue of price parity, following which AICPDF suspended its agitation against them. The Maharashtra example shows the might of India's vast traditional distributor community. Business Standard on Monday reported that the government is considering an insurance scheme for traders. It is also planning to help them get easier access to low-cost credit. This is part of the proposed National Retail Trade Policy, which could be aimed at strengthening the BJP's core voter base of traders, who have been facing stiff competition from large e-commerce firms. We now go to Business Standard's Charlene D'Souza to understand the developments.
Distributors have come to a settlement with HUL and Colgate with regards to price parity. Both companies have decided to control the disparity on ground between e-B2B players like Udaan and Elastic Run and big box retailers like Metro Cash and Carry and Walmart, while distributors have taken a call to see how the situation pans out and report cases of price disparity to the company. Going forward, companies may also look at different price packs across all channels which supply to mom and pop stores or your Kirana stores. The distributors' apex body, the All India Consumers Distributors Federation, is still in wait and watch mode to see how the situation pans out on ground over the next few months and will closely monitor for changes to see if price disparity still exists amongst all channels of distribution to mom and pop stores. While the situation is resolved between two FMCG companies and distributors, it still remains critical to watch how other FMCG companies react.
Standing in solidarity with the Distributors' Federation is the Confederation of All India Traders or CATE, which claims to represent 8 crore small businesses. It is led by its General Secretary Praveen Khandelwal, who is considered close to the ruling party. Khandelwal has become an influential voice in small traders' fight against Amazon and Flipkart. CATE has previously called for investigations over alleged violations of FDI law by the e-commerce companies. AICPDF's National President Dhairyashil Patil is a senior office bearer at CATE. The lobby group may not hesitate to flex its political muscle if needed to protect distributors' interests. We spoke to Patil to know AICPDF's main point of contention.
See, there are approximate 9 to 1 million outlets across the country, out of which only 50 to 60% are being serviced directly. That means there is at least 40 to 50% of the outlet which are not under direct coverage. So there is a vast open market available for coverage for each and every player to come in. Our issue is just of the pricing which is being done, and equilibrium is maintained between all the channels. So there is more scope for each and every player. For example, I will like to give you that is approximate there is only 110 grams of per capita consumption of toothpaste in Indian population. Only 40% of the people use toothpaste. Average shampoo used by Indian consumer is about 5 to 6 ml, where the market is expected to grow at a 7 to 8% CAGR. So there is a vast amount of market available. Growth is there available, and that is not possible to be supplied by one single player. So there is a lot of scope for each and every player to coexist. Given for that, you have to have a perfect market hygiene to be maintained by each number of players.
Small distributors have put up a successful fight not only against FMCG giants but also against e-B2B companies. They have regained some lost ground, but there is a long way to go before harmony is achieved. On the other hand, FMCG firms say distributors are their valued partners. Their words will now be put to test.
If you like this video, share it and subscribe to Business Standard. For more news, views and insights, log on to www.business-standard.com. Do also follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram and LinkedIn.